think he's learned a lot in the last couple of seasons about the game, really, and when he has to go for the dribble, for the cross, when he has to participate, how to build up, all that you can see now, especially that Cristiano is not there, Benzema is not there. He is happy to be one of the leaders of the side.
And as far as Real Madrid are concerned, Marco Asensio played a decent match last time around at Real Sociedad, scored, great touch, great finish. How much are you expecting from him this season, Marcelino?
Well, this is the season where he has to finally explode. Apparently he's not given the chance at Real Madrid, because the chances at Real Madrid are not given. You earn the right of playing for Real Madrid, and he's certainly getting at that level, and he's really knocked down that door and earned his space in the team, because he's doing so well. He's fresh, he's a new face, he's scoring fantastic goals, and now he's also being included in the national squad again by Lopetegui. So he's a player on the up, and we can expect a lot from him this season.
So Modric in the side in place of Mateo Kovacic, who drops to the bench for Real Madrid. Would Madridistas watching in the Bernabeu today be at all concerned about lack of depth in this squad, or do you think that Zidane's going to go, right, we can go with what we've got here?
Well, yeah, I think the appearance of Morata, of course, and Marcos Asensio suggests that they do have depth. They may be concerned about Isco, even though he's not here and he's got an ankle injury. He hasn't been regular enough to be climbing up pace in the lineup. James as well. He doesn't like to be on the bench, but generally, this is a strong side. This is a strong squad.
As far as Celta Vigo are concerned, Marcelino, obviously they've sold Nolito to Manchester City, and they have brought in a man called Pione Sisto, who will be on the bench today. Is he the answer, and what are you expecting from Celta Vigo briefly?
Well, I watched the game last weekend against Leganés when they lost, and they didn't look so fluid. They tried to play that fluid and nice passing football, but I still think they are not ready for starting the league properly or at the strongest. So I think they are going to have a difficult game tonight.
What's interesting is Cabral, who was punished for lack of discipline. They play so badly defensively that he's been brought back into the side.
OK, we're about to have a minute's silence once again for the victims of the Italian earthquake earlier this week. Well, this lady that we're seeing here is one of the gold medalists for Spain at the Olympics in Nepal, Florentina Perez, so one of the many who are applauding her, and that's, I suppose, a ceremonial kickoff for her. 2 golds for a very, very talented Olympian, and it's good to really celebrate the achievements of other sporting celebrities from Spain. And there she is, posing with gold and bronze.
El Santiago Bernabéu guardará ahora un minuto de silencio en memoria de las víctimas del terremoto en Italia.
Your commentators for this game, Terry Gibson, and first, a good evening to Rob Palmer.
Thank you very much. A homecoming for the champions of Europe. Zinedine Zidane's team got off to a flyer on the opening night when they up in San Sebastian against Real Sociedad. looking in very good form. Now they're missing some of their big names, of course. There's still no Cristiano Ronaldo nor Benzema. They have the front three of Bam, Bale, Asensio and Morata. Everything at the Bernabeu these days is perfectly choreographed. And Real Madrid don't kick off their season because Celta kick off, but begin their season at home against a team who are trying to get over the shock of losing on their opening night against little Leganes, who were promoted for the first time to the top flight of Spanish football. Asensio cheekily wins the ball back. Marcelo is flying down that left-hand side. He gives it to Gareth Bale, who wasn't expecting it. Now to Morata, makes space for himself and tried to loop it.
Good play from Asensio. A couple of options, chose the more difficult pass. Centrally in attack to Morata rather than the obvious one out wide to Marcelo.
You can actually see Bale pointing to where Marcelo was then, effectively saying, I don't want it. Bale begins his movement, Mayo back to keeper Sergio Alvarez. It was a poor kick from the goalkeeper straight to Modric, who tries to punish him.
Apologies from the goalkeeper, Sergio Alvarez. Poor clearance, picked up by Luka Modric. He's up his options and goes direct for goal himself. Decent strike down the centre goal on a rather comfortable save for Sergio Alvarez eventually.
There's a long draw back for Alvarez. Modric. Which option does he take? The solo one, and he cracks the bar and he's beaten the goalkeeper. So maybe it was the right decision. But there look to be other options on.
It's exactly the player you need in this situation. Real Madrid he's trying to drive his teammates on, shows really good skill, determination. You can see his head looking around, seeing who's available for a pass. Gets closer and closer to the edge of the box and unleashes a terrific attempt. Real Madrid being unlucky there not to have taken the lead.
It's 4 years ago since he moved from Tottenham Hotspur to Real Madrid. It took a while for him to get used to the demands. Cruz. Good feet. Bale. Modric again. And a brilliant save by Sergio Alvarez.
Three really good attempts from Luka Modric. You can see his frustration and understand his frustration. Good build-up play, nice little layoff from Gareth Bale. And again, an attempt on target from Luka Modric.
Toni Kroos to the near post. Bale is there, right at the head of things. Well, he is 1 goal away from his 50 for Real Madrid in La Liga. 16 of his goals have been from headers.
Certainly no surprise to see him attacking the set piece. Under pressure from defenders, but he probably feel he should have got that on target. Again, another attempt at goal. Is it going to be a direct attempt? Are they going to move the ball into the middle?
This is more favourable in terms of angle for Gareth Bale, isn't it? 1 metre further out, but Bale has the goalkeeper flying. Did take a touch.
Certainly favoured the left-footed player, and it's a much better attempt than his previous attempt. Gets it over the wall to the top of the crossbar.
Keeper's claiming it. There is Bale. Morata closing down the keeper, Alvarez. It's Vali Modric with virtually every clearance. Here's a big chance for the youngster Asensio, who doesn't take it, but he's shown exactly how to do it by Alvaro Morata. It's taken them almost an hour to crack the code of Celta Vigo.
Well, it's a gift from Celta Vigo, and one that is gratefully snapped up by Alvaro Morata. I think it's fair to say Sergio Alvarez isn't going to be on any shopping list of Pep Guardiola's. It was 3 or 4 times tonight. He's made a real mess of clearances. And it's a weakness. And Real Madrid have just made the most of it. Asensio should score. It's a tame finish from the youngster, but it's certainly far from a tame finish from Alvaro Morata. You see, he just tries to scoop the ball over the goalkeeper, and Morata just puts his foot through it, finds the space just inside that post. Johnny was back on the goal line, trying to help out his teammate. But Morata back amongst the goals for Real Madrid.
He'll also feel deep down he should have taken the chance when it fell his way. Oh, Casemiro enjoying the rough and tumble in the centre of midfield and trying to fly one in as well. Well, he's developing in confidence game by game, Casemiro.
And again, another example of Real Madrid showing more urgency in the second half. Casemiro biting into the challenge. And takes on the attempt. You can see his attempt there, wraps his foot around it. Doesn't just go for power, he tries to curl it. Start it outside the post and bring it back in.
Real would need the second goal to be certain against this organised and spirited team. Here goes Morata, little dart from Morata, turns on the burners. Oh, and he thought he'd finished it then. Close to the perfect judgment. Asensio to Modric. Carvajal cuts it across. He'd just gone a fraction too early.
That was unfortunate for Morata. You see Toni Kroos, something Real Madrid have done better, winning the ball back. Morata, fantastic centre-forward play. There's the pace and the power to get away from the centre-back. Cabral holds him off. And it was a tidy finish, and so unlucky to see it come back off the post. See Morata. Sam was in an offside position, but it was not too many complaints, if any, from the Celta Vigo players. It was chaotic though, wasn't it? It was an untidy spell of play that was quickly seized on by Real Madrid.
Johnny Otto. Radoya to Vas. Gudetti. Oriana with some space. And a brilliant goal. A mark of class from Celta Vigo. And they stun the Bernabeu.
It's a really good goal from Fabian Oriana. A key player for Celta. Up until this point in the game, he's been, I think, relatively quiet. But he has got real quality, given time and space. And patient build-up from Celta Vigo. Gudetti offers himself up well. Centre forward holds the ball off, lays it off at the right time. It's a skillful finish from Oriana. He hasn't just gone for power. He's seen the space, wraps his foot around it, just elevates it over Kiko Casilla, who's just drifted off his line. And it's a good finish.
Well, he's a little firework of a player, Fabian Oriana. Scored 7 goals last season. And he made Real Madrid pay there for standing off him. There will be another change. James Rodriguez has been told to prepare for action. Carvajal. Oh, brilliant little step over. Bale is there. The goalkeeper, well, just about gets it out. Wasn't the strongest of headers by Bale. It wasn't the most convincing of saves by Alvarez, but he keeps it 1-1.
Again, it's good attacking play from Real Madrid. Lucas Vázquez gets his head up, spots Gareth Bale in there. Puts it right on the head of the Welshman. And the header, his aim is pretty central. Again, it should have been a more comfortable save for the goalkeeper.
The youngster Diop is blocked by Casemiro. James charges it down. Vázquez rolls the ball back. Kroos winds it up. Perfectly placed, perfectly timed. Toni Kroos to the rescue.
Fantastic technique from Toni Kroos. The game had really opened up. There's a goal coming. Celta have had their moments, counter-attacks. Loads of space in midfield. Toni Kroos gets the opportunity to get forward. As Real Madrid goes searching for the winning goal. Lucas Vázquez involved. James Rodriguez initially gives away the ball, but he shows quick thinking to win it back quickly. Lucas Vázquez bides his time, sets it up perfectly for Toni Kroos. Not too much weight on the pass. The weight is absolutely perfect for Toni Kroos to step onto it, take it on first time, and the technique there, inch perfect from Toni Kroos. Curls the ball along the floor. No chance for the goalkeeper to make a save on that occasion.
And the camera capturing perfectly the delight and relief of Real Madrid. It's going to be 14 wins in a row in La Liga for Real Madrid under the management of Zinedine Zidane. One or two members of the jury apparently still need convincing, but I think the majority are. Here's Lucas Vázquez. Vázquez with a shot. He slips at the vital moment.
He does well under pressure to get an attempt away. Goes away for the corner.
Aspas anticipated by Varane. Lucas Vázquez to Kroos, to Gareth Bale, to James. The onus on Real Madrid is always to add an extra goal, and that's what they're trying to do. James tested the will of the goalkeeper at the near post. A lot of movement down in the coaching zone as both Berizzo and Zidane show their anxiety. Oriana was fouled. Referee acknowledges that. Tries to keep the momentum going. It's a nice take from Iago Aspas. He's drawn Ramos out of there, but Casemiro does that good absorbing job again. Gareth Bale takes his time, considering putting the ball out of play because Celta have a man down, but he continues the run. There is Bale, cheeky. Well, it's the final kick of the game. It hasn't been a classic from Real Madrid, and it's a mixed reception from the supporters, but Zinedine Zidane's team keep up this amazing